Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today is day 2 of feeding and starting the sourdough starter. Yesterday was day 1. I took a cup of whole wheat flour and a cup of filtered water and I put it in a quart jar and I incorporated it really well, and I let it sit on my counter. I'm going to take half of this out of the jar and I am going to feed it another cup of whole wheat flour and a cup of filtered water. This is what the inside looks like. I am going to take half of this out and we are going to throw it away. I'm thinking a half a cup of discard. And we'll set that aside, and then we will take our jar and our funnel and we will just feed it 1 cup of whole wheat flour. Let's put you closer. And 1 cup of filtered water. In it goes. And we're just going to take our spoon and we are going to make sure that we incorporate this, that all the flour, that you don't have any dry flour on the sides, and you want to make sure that you incorporate the starter from yesterday into the feeding. So you want to get in there and you want to mix it up really well. Just smash it around. You want to make sure you get it all off the sides and check your bottom so that you don't have any dried flour in those little crevices. And there is your fed starter for day 2. Hello, friends. Welcome to day 3 of feeding the sourdough starter. I'm Rhonda, and this is Little Bit of Everything Homestead. We are in the kitchen today. You guys, look. It's active. I have bubbles. What we are going to do is we are going to take half of this and discard it. So I would think probably a cup would be about half. Take that out. We'll go in here again. This is a half cup measuring spoon that I am using. So we will take that out and we will discard this. And then we will put in another cup of whole wheat flour. 1 full cup to feed it. And then we are going to take 1 full cup of filtered water. Pour it in there. And then we are going to stir it up and incorporate that starter that is in there that is already active, and we are going to mix it up with the flour and the water that I just put in there and make sure that it is all incorporated so it gets fed and continues to grow. Here we go, day 3, all fed and incorporated. I am going to stick a bowl underneath it because now that it is active, it is going to continue to grow, and I don't want it to bubble out and make a mess on the counter. So I am going to do this. See you guys tomorrow. Good morning, friend. Today is day 6 of my sourdough starter. What I am going to do is I am going to discard half of this and throw it away, and then I am going to feed it 1 cup of whole wheat flour and 1 cup of water. I have all my tools that I need set up here on the counter. So what we're going to do is, I am thinking that this is probably 2 cups worth of discard. So I am going to fill this cup, take it out, and maybe another half cup. All right, that looks about half. And then I am going to put in a cup of whole wheat flour and a cup of room temperature filtered water. And I am going to give it a really good stir, and I am going to incorporate all that flour and water into the sourdough that was left in the bottom of the jar, and incorporate it really well. This is what is going to feed the yeast that is already growing. Get it all off the sides. Mush it down in there. Put it back in the bowl so it doesn't overflow on my counter and make a mess. Cover her up and leave her sit on the counter. Update. I think I overfed my sourdough starter. It was going great. On day 6, I had a ton of little bubbles all over. First of all, I don't think I took out enough discard, and then I think I put in too much of the whole wheat flour and water, and I think I overfed her. So she still has bubbles, but it is day 8. So I didn't feed her yesterday. I'm gonna give her a couple of more days and see if she activates and gets those real big bubbles that you wanna see. But this is what I have so far. I will keep you guys posted. This was my very first time, so overall, it was a great experience. I think I'm going to leave her on the counter for a couple of days to see if I can get more bubbles, to get a little bit more activation, and then try and make a sourdough bread with her. I will keep you posted on what I do in the future. Thanks for following along on my first sourdough starter, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.